Greetings one and all, how's everyone doing? I hope well. I'm currently camping on Vancouver Island, so I don't know when this video will be out, but I'll probably gonna make a playlist and just link the whole thing, so make it real easy for everybody. So on my last outing, I was doing some flint and steel, and I was very distracted because, well, nature was calling and it wasn't accepting voicemail. So, see, I'm not afraid to tackle the tough topics on my channel. Anyway, you know, I was trying to focus on what I was doing, and you know, it's like, hey, I'm gonna go whether you like it or not. So I'm like, basically, it's basically saying I'm not waiting for you any longer, because I tried holding it off as long as I could, but it just wasn't happening. So I had to hightail it to the outhouse. Now there's a lot of opinion about, you know, going in the woods. You know, people say bury it, others say bag it up and take it out with you. There's never going to be a time when I'm going to bag up my excrement. No, I'm not doing it. Sorry if that upsets you, but I'm going to dig a hole and bury it so no one will see it. Out of sight, out of mind. But on that day, I didn't have any toilet paper with me, so... And in Washington, I don't have a lot of green leafy trees. I have a lot of pine trees and stuff. I mean, I suppose you could use a pine cone and a stick if you have to, but why would you want to? Plus, there's a facility nearby that I could go use, so might as well go use it because they're going to dispose of it properly. Now, when I go to the outhouse, I already knew from experience there wasn't going to be any toilet paper because it was a Sunday afternoon, and I knew it was going to be all gone. So, sorry, I had a camper walking by, so I didn't want to be distracted going, oh. So, anyway, I knew there was going to be no toilet paper because I've gone in there before and someone had laid down a whole bunch all over the seat and just probably used a quarter of the roll just to cover the seat. It's like, seriously? Another person I saw, I don't know why they thought this would be okay. They not only they covered the entire seat, but they also laid a whole bunch down on the ground, like they're afraid to get their feet dirty. It's like, okay, I mean, yeah, there's some dribble on the outhouse, but it's an outhouse. I mean, it's not exactly the most hygienic place. It's like, man, you're totally screwed it for somebody else. If someone was running in there with an emergency, you're, you know, you're hosed. It's like, what the hell am I gonna do? Am I gonna eat with my right and use my left? It's like, no, no. Which brought me to this. Now what I ended up doing is, because I always keep my fast food napkins in the center console of my car, I just reached in, grabbed a handful, and then hightailed it to the bathroom, you know, with a turtle head poking out. So that's why I came up with this. Now, this is a bag I've had for, man, I've had this thing a long, long time. Way before YouTube. Someone just left at our place one day, and nobody claimed it. I mean, we threw feelers out there on Facebook. Hey, anybody know whose bag this is? And nobody claimed it, so I just took it as my own. So let's do a breakdown of the bag, and I'll kind of go over what I've got in here and what my thinking is. Okay, there honestly isn't going to be a lot in here because the idea is this is just something I'm going to throw in the back of the behind the seat, like passenger seat, and just leave it in there and forget about it. So I've got some wet wipes for your hands and also for your backside if you need to clean up. I've also got these flushable cottonellas in here as well. These are just at the these are like out of the travel bin at the local store. And then, even though I hate hand sanitizer, I got a little bottle of Perel to clean your hands, just in case you get a little on your hands. It's nice not having your hands all messed up. Then I have an entire roll of toilet paper, which I just kind of pushed in half and just stuck it in a large zip top bag, keep moisture out. So I can just, you know, the whole idea is I can just grab the whole bag and just take it into the outhouse with me. Then I was thinking about it, and I got some small garbage bags as well. I got these from Winco, 4-gallon, and the reason these are in here, because let's say you don't make it, well, you have something to put your clothes into if you have an accident. So that's kind of the idea. something you can just leave in the behind the seat. I can just grab the handle and then head on in there. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to put a water bottle in here just to wash your hands. I just thought of that. I got the spot for it. But yeah. Well, there we go. So let me know what you think in the comments. Things you would add, things you would take away. Maybe I don't need a trash bag, but I figured, you know, the bags are like $2.29, so it's not like it was expensive. Plus, you know, instead of throwing a bunch of toilet paper on the ground, if someone had defecated on, it's like, I don't know, defecated on the floor, I could just take a bag and set it down and stand on it, either while I'm changing or while I'm sitting there, you know, grunting out a loaf. But yeah, so, you know, really bare bones. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to throw like an old pair of shorts in there if you had any, just so you have something to wear to go home if you made a mess and you didn't make it. But you know, it's not pleasant to think about or talk about, but you know, it's the reality of life. You know, shit happens, as I say. So yeah. If you have any stories to share, I'd be interested in hearing it. If you have any comments about the bag or the contents, you know, maybe get a little discussion going. Yay, nay. I'm sure there's going to be a few going to say, that's never happened to me. Well, you know, I think it's happened to more people than we realize. So, you know, like a goddamn bug. You know, it happens. So, I'd rather be prepared when it happens, and then sitting there holding a big handful of, you know, Duke. So, yeah. There you go. Anyway, thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one. So hey, thought I would share this because I'm all about sharing. So I'm at this campground here, and they have facilities. You know, they have outhouses. So I'm sitting here and I'm packing up my car and I'm putting stuff in, and hey, the need arises, as it were. So I go up there, I close the door, lock it, naturally. I'm just sitting down, and I reach over to grab a couple squares to wipe my nose, and not a square to spare, nothing. Completely bone dry toilet paper dispenser. So what did I do? Oh yeah, it's only been a day and I've had to dig into it now. And I'll tell you this, I'm glad I had this kit with me, because yeah, I don't want to be walking around all day, rest of the day, you know, feeling, it's not a good feeling. And I'm already thinking of some upgrades to this kit. When I get home, I'm gonna dig around the house, see what I got spare. I'm not gonna go out and buy new stuff, most likely, but there's most likely gonna be a version 2.0 coming with this kit. You know, it doesn't have to be a North Face bag. It could literally just be a grocery store garbage bag that you designate for your kit. A couple of things I'm thinking is, one is a spade. In case I'm out in the woods and I gotta dig, I'll have a spade in here. Probably keep that spade in a zip top bag as well. So in case there's, you know, well, it's gonna have dirt all over it, but a spade, and I'm thinking a water bottle, maybe, I don't know yet. But I got a couple other ideas. So if you got any additional thoughts on the matter, let me know in the comments. So I'm just gonna throw this clip in. I just literally shot this video yesterday, but now I'm already adding amendments. So, and don't forget to throw away your wipes. The ground is not a proper place to dispose of your wipes. And yes, I have seen wipes on the ground. People, come on.